Do you tend to run a sheet over yourself and tick and cross where you feel you're good enough? Do you do this through the lens of looking at what you see others do and what they have? Well, I want to finish off this 10 commandments for enjoying your life with number 10, and that is, thou shalt not compare yourself to others. Last week we talked about your gifts and talents and the fact that you are unique. So when we take two things that are unique and we compare them, then we're not going to get a true comparison because we're not comparing apples with apples. More importantly than that, comparison is a dream stealer. It says, I'm not doing as well as that person, or this person has got these things that I don't have, or these talents, these gifts, these material things, whatever it is. And what it does is it erodes your approval. And it is a big part of the performance trap. And what happens is you then have an eroded identity foundation, which means you hold back from doing anything differently. So it's self-perpetuating and spirals down. That's why I, for many years, didn't get where I needed to be. Because everything that I did, I put it up against someone else. So instead of celebrating my progress, I was pulling it back and going, oh, that's not good enough because so-and-so does this better than me, or they've got a better result than me. You know, it could be in my coaching group that I'm in, where my coach is working with lots of people that are on different journeys to me. If I compare myself to where they are, because they've been doing it differently or they're in a different market or whatever it is, and I go, that's evidence that I don't belong here, that's nonsense. Because my journey is my journey, their journey is their journey, and putting those two things together is not coming up with an equation or a result that is going to help me to move forward. The only person that I want you to compare yourself to is the new version of yourself, the version of yourself that you're becoming. So if we look at, this is where you are now, this is where you want to be in certain areas of your life, by looking at where have I moved forward in that and how much further have I got to go, that gives you inspiration. That helps you to move forward. That's forward-focused reflection, and we've talked about that. Comparing yourself to others is going to hold you back. It's going to give you more evidence that you continually want to give yourself, that you're not good enough, that you're not as good as others. You know, it's like on social media. People put their best self out on social media. So what you do is you look at that and you go, wow, I wish I could go on a holiday like that. They must be better than me. That's not the truth. Everybody's got their own life experience. So who are you comparing yourself with right now? I know for me, I did it for years. And if I didn't shift that into what I'm doing now, there are so many people around the world that I wouldn't have met, that I wouldn't have worked with, that I wouldn't have been able to help because I would have stayed back in that safe zone that says, don't put yourself out there because that'll expose the fact that you're not as good as everybody else. No, I'm not supposed to be as good as everybody else. I'm supposed to be me. Teachable, humble, growing day by day on my journey of imperfection. And so are you. So comparison is not where it's at. It's as toxic as perfectionism. It's not a goal. It's not something that's going to serve you. So let's focus on who you are, what you're supposed to be doing, and not worry about others and what they think and what they've done and what they have. Well, that's it. We've gone through the 10 commandments for enjoying your life. In fact, my 10 commandments. They're not the 10 commandments. You could have different ones. What have you learnt? What have you changed in your thinking and your behavior by going through these 10 commandments? I encourage you to go back and look at them. Put them up somewhere if they've helped you. And I've really enjoyed going on this journey with you. And I look forward to continuing to give you weekly tips from my own journey of imperfection. I'll see you then.